What's up YouTube? It's me Chase coming back at you again with another fish tank video. Now, if you guys have been following along, you know that the other day I came home to a little surprise. I found some worms of some sort down in my substrate. Little tiny, little almost microscopic. I don't even know how I saw them worms. They're white, and I've done some research and I'm going with the fact that they may be what do they call it? Detritus worms, I believe is what it is. It doesn't seem like planaria, which is those flatworms. None of them are up on the tank glass. None of them are even trying to attack any of my fish or my snails. Everybody's doing real good. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, all the research I've done, it seems that you don't need to really be worried about these little worms that's in the substrate. But because I can see them, I've been trying to get rid of them. Now, that's a little easier said than done because I have went through and gravel vacked everything. Now, as I tried to gravel vac this substrate, because I actually don't gravel vac the substrate in this particular tank, kind of been letting it do what it does, turning everything dead into good bacteria for the fish. And yeah, so apparently I messed up, but that's okay. This is all a learning process. So I'm going to start gravel vacuuming this stuff a lot more. And I'm going to try to get rid of these worms. It's not a lot. I've been trying to look down here and see what I can see. Now over here I gravel vac the other day and it's real clean right here. I couldn't actually get everything out. Come to find out my gravel vac kind of sucked, so I went and bought another one that has a longer tube to it. So I'm going to get back here where some of the stuff is that I couldn't actually get. Let's see if you guys can see that down in there. See all that brown back there? Yeah, that was where all these plants were, which by the way, when I took everything out of this tank and cleaned everything real good, I kind of rescaped it. I'm thinking it looks pretty good this way. I don't know if it'll stay this way, but I got a bunch of new trimmings over here, the Amannia gracilis. Hopefully they'll grow up kind of around that rock there, give a good hiding place for some fish, because you guys know I plan on putting these guys in this tank. Yeah, those guys right there. But the angelfish themselves won't actually, a little blurry there. There we go. Angelfish themselves won't actually be in this tank for very much longer, because I actually have another tank coming for them. I got a 55-gallon tank, and I was going to try to use it for some other stuff, but I guess the angelfish will go in there because they're getting a little bit too big for this tank. They were little bitty tiny guys when I first got them, so I wanted them to get some weight on them anyways before I put them in anything bigger, and, mission accomplished. They got some weight on them. But yeah, let's see if we can see any of these guys down here. Hold on, let me get a light. Let's get a light. I seen a couple of them earlier, which that's a piece of hair on the tank. That's not one. But yeah, anyways, I guess I did pretty good the other day with gravel vacuuming this. I mean, yes, I can still come down here and actually count some in the substrate. I'm not seeing none right now. I seen some earlier today in the substrate. But yeah, they're only down here in the substrate. They're not floating around my water. They're not messing with the fish. Hey, look at that. I don't know why he's way up here. It's a little blurry, but yeah, I got a snail up top. They climb up out of the water every now and again. I don't understand that, but they seem to be fine. They always drop back down. I guess they can live out of the water for a little while. I don't know much about these nerite snails. But anyways, water quality is fine today. I actually did a massive water change and a little gravel vac with the old gravel vac the other day. And the next day, I took the new gravel vac and I actually just went in and got the substrate. And I pulled the water, actually it was up to the top, but I pulled the water down about this far and stopped because I didn't want to do two massive water changes, right back to back. That just didn't seem good. But I just tested the water. The water is actually fine. I didn't take all the water out of the tank, of course, because I left the fish in. So, still had plenty of good bacteria in there for them. In the substrate itself, in the filter itself, I did take that apart and I cleaned out the sponge real well. I went on and rinsed it in tap water, hot tap water, to see if there was any of those worms in there and get them out of there. But I left the biomedia alone. I didn't even shake the biomedia out in the old tank water because I didn't want to disrupt any of the good bacteria that's in there. So what I'm going to do today is I think I'm just going to work on this back corner. And if you guys want to watch me do this, go ahead and watch me do this. So let's set up and let's get this started. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just taking all this substrate. I'm just trying to gravel vac all this nasty stuff out the back here. Get the substrate out of there. Yeah. I'm not going to do too much because, like I said, I already did water changes the other day. I did massive water changes the other day. But my water was fine today because I left a lot of water in there and I left a lot of stuff still in there for in the filter for the bacteria to keep going, keep this tank cycled. We definitely don't want to kill no fish because of some bad water qualities. Go ahead and turn these pumps and stuff off. And this is pretty much all I'm going to do today. I'm just going to get this one back corner. Another day, I'll give it another day or so, and I will get the other corner on the complete opposite side of the tank. But for right now, this is all we're going to do. And there we go. I need some more pressure. There we go. Yeah, I'm taking this thing and I'm going all the way to the bottom of the tank. It's fine though. Go ahead and drop this stuff back in. Sorry little snail. I know you're probably like, what is going on? Okay, so boom. That's all I'm gonna do. See if all that stuff will go through there first before I pull this out. Probably not. But that's about all the water I want to take out of here today. Oops. See, and I just stirred more stuff around, pulling that hose out like so. But it will be okay. Eventually, I will end up getting all of that stuff out of there. It's just going to take quite a few gravel vacs because, like I said, I don't actually gravel vac this stuff. And I've learned from my mistake. We won't not be gravel vacuuming again. So we're going to start making sure we do this all the time. And yeah, so I went on and filled it back up. I dechlorinated the water. I actually put some, what is that stuff called? Some nutrient booster in here. I did a little bit of that aquarium salt because some of my snails kind of look a little, their shells look a little weird. I don't know if that's actually going to fix that or not, but I've hear great things from aquarium salt and freshwater aquariums. And yeah, we're just going to keep doing this, guys. Like I said, these worms, they say, are nothing to worry about. They're only down in my substrate. I kind of think of it like, you know, the big clump of dirt you see outside on the ground. You might only see that big clump of dirt, but please believe there's probably some little tiny microorganisms in there keeping that dirt all churned and doing whatever they're supposed to be doing. You know, it's a natural cycle, and inside of this tank, we are creating natural cycles. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, do some good water changes. Going to actually start gravel vacuuming this substrate up. Kind of sucks because I got my grass over here, but like I said in a couple videos ago, I've kind of given up on the grass because these guys get down there and they kind of pull it up whenever they're eating food off of the bottom. I do hope you guys like the rescape. I did this so the other fish that I'm going to put in here have plenty of place to hide. That way they can go take cover if, you know, they're being attacked by these guys. But like I said, these guys aren't going to be in here for very much longer. I'm just hoping I can get it all worked out the way I want it to. But yeah, got my rock back over here. My snails are doing great. They are moving around. My fish that are in here are doing great. All the plants are doing lovely. I mean, the water's been cycling. It's been doing what it's supposed to do. The heater's keeping the water warm. And apparently the worms are down there doing whatever they're supposed to be doing. I don't like the way the worms look. You can't really see them. I'm walking up and I got my face right here and I'm really trying to look for them. But other than that, I only see them right around the edges. So, I mean, I could have, you know, thousands of them down there, but my fish aren't gasping for air. My snails aren't gasping for air, so I know they're not depleting the oxygen. I do run an air stone in this tank just to make sure there's enough oxygen and enough water turning. You know, that way it has enough bubbles, you know, to create this surface tension so you release all the ammonia and stuff that's in the tank. I'm trying to do it as well as I know how to do it. I say this a lot in my videos. This is a learning process for me. But as usual, I hope you guys do enjoy watching these videos. I keep trying to do them just so if anybody's scared to try a tank and they're watching my stuff, they see where I mess up and see what I do. Maybe they can get some ideas. If I mess up, I'm going to try to post that progress so you guys can know where y'all shouldn't mess up, know what not to do, know what you should do. I'm not a professional, guys, but In this fish tank stuff, there is so many different ways you can do this. All you got to do is grab you a tank, put you some water in, do whatever, jump in, have fun. If you kill some fish, you kill some fish. If you keep some fish, you keep some fish. That's just how life goes. But as always, I will see you guys in the next video.